fraudsters actually collaborate in a way that a lot of technology companies and certainly financial institutions have a difficult time collaborating at that same level. And so when we look at data sources and we think about criminal agility, criminals are able to find weaknesses in technology defenses, and what they do in the morning can be replicated from the East Coast in the morning to the Midwest in the afternoon to at the end of the day on the West Coast. Very quickly it'll ripple through. And so you want to look for opportunities to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible. And it's difficult to do that in this environment by yourself. And so you want to look for opportunities to work with third parties and other sorts of data sources so that you can put together enough data that you can tease out info that might tell you something sooner rather than later. A lot of the problems specifically around check fraud is that it's very much after the fact. Somebody finds out that the $42 check they wrote turned out to be a $7,000 deposit, right, by a bad guy. And they find out about that after the fact. In some cases, very far after the fact, depending on how diligent they are looking at their bank statements. So since the criminals are collaborating, and since they're collaborating in criminal marketplaces, sometimes it can be the dark web, but it's not necessarily the dark web. As a matter of fact, one of the ironies or the interesting parts of check fraud today is that the criminals aren't hiding. They feel kind of impervious to any sort of law enforcement or anything like that. And so they're out there. They're not hiding in the real seedy parts of the internet. They're like on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all the rest of it. And so when they're out there, what they have the tendency to do is A, brag about something that they've done, or B, show what they have stolen and put it up for sale. So now that they've done that, if we can become better, and I talk about we in terms of the broader good guy ecosystem, if we can be better at penetrating and finding those data sources and those elements of data and integrating those into our technology, then we can give our partners insight faster before the fraud happens, which is really a key place to be.